My name is Eminem825 and today I am talking about some Battlefield 1, and the main topic is the Behemoths. Now, we have already seen the Zeppelin or the Airship L-30, which featured in the closed alpha. It was in the St. Quentin Scar map, and if you don't know what a Behemoth is, it is basically in St. Quentin Scar. It was automatically spawned for the team that is behind in tickets at a certain point in the round, which I personally think is a better idea than Battlefield 3, where one team captured a central point. They were awarded extra firepower to only further push back the losing side. In Battlefield 4 you needed a commander to deploy it, and from my experience so far not many commanders join. Maybe it's just my bad luck, or maybe it's just because I play on console, I'm not sure about that. But I feel the way they have it in Battlefield 1, it's much more better. The team are losing, they kind of get a bit of help to try and even things up, and maybe even push on for a win. Obviously it can be taken out as well, but the Zeppelin features 6 seats, one captain who can actually steer, unlike the AC-130 from Battlefield 3 and 4, which I think would be great to see in the new game. And it has the ability to drop bombs, which obviously very good for killing people. The other seats get access to a Becker type M2 autocannons and Maxim machine guns. So we saw that in the St. Quentin Scar map. It'll probably be in a couple other maps. But moving on, the next thing is the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought was a British naval ship. It will probably serve as a behemoth on naval maps such as Empire's Edge. Empire's Edge is a map set up here in Battlefield 1. The map takes place during the Adriatic campaign at World War I and supposedly features significant emphasis on naval and air combat. Not much known of it at the moment in game, but in real life the Dreadnought was mounted with the 45 caliber BL 12-inch Mark X gun in 5 twin gun turrets. 3 turrets were located along the centre line of the ship. 2 wing turrets were located port and starboard of the forward superstructure. The guns fired 850 pound, which is 390 kilogram projectiles at a muzzle velocity of 2,725 feet per second at 13.5 degrees, which provided a range of 16,450 meters with armor-piercing 2 CRH shells. The range was increased to 18,686 meters using the more aerodynamic but slightly heavier 4 CRH AP shell. So whether or not you get a choice between that in the game, I don't know, but that's just a couple of facts on its real life firepower. The rate of fire on these guns was 1 to 2 rounds per minute, so it probably won't be that long in the game because you're hardly going to wait in the ship for a whole minute. But hopefully we get to drive that as well, like the Airship. It'd be cool to drive a big boat in Battlefield. We saw boats in Battlefield 4 of course, but they were small enough. This one should be epic. It's not stated anywhere about submarines, but I would love to see a submarine in this game. I don't know, were they even in World War 1 or was it World War 2 they were mainly used? I think it was World War 2. But a submarine would be just class. It would be like a counter behemoth to the Dreadnought. But I suppose we won't see that in this game. It would just be too much after. Just you wouldn't have 2 Dreadnoughts or 2 behemoths in the same map. I don't know. Anyway, on to the last one, which is an armoured train. So this has been something that I've been looking forward to in a game for so long, and please let it be drivable, because I really want to use a flipping train and drive it up and down the tracks. Do some cowboy stuff, capture a soldier, lie him on the tracks and drive over him. As with armoured trains, they come with railroad cars armed with artillery and machine guns. I expect this to be just to have guns everywhere, and perhaps drive a bit like a tank in Battlefield, except that you can only move forward and back and must get out to switch like a railway track in the direction you want it. If the railway track splits into 2 tracks, you have to get out, and you know the way with train tracks, you switch them over and back. Another thing I feel that they have to have is a railway bridge that explodes and can take the train down with it if timed right. There's a couple of movies out there, World War movies, where teams are sent out to blow up bridges for trains that pass over and back. And maybe perhaps like a Battlefield 3, the vehicle drop out. The vehicle that dropped out of a plane, the DLCs dropped out, parachuted in. A vehicle drop is what it's called. Perhaps the train could deploy a tank of some sort, or maybe even just a troop transport. Either way, seriously looking forward to this. Hopefully it has those rakes on the front that just like smashes through barricades and stuff. Maybe infantry can like set up barricades on it, slow it down or something. But yeah, seriously looking forward to this. Anyway, the gameplay, not the best, but just wanted a more topical video. So yeah, this is all from me for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Обнаружен! Вражеского солдата!